and thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Talk the Talk. I'm Desh Pillay-Bechin and I am your host for today. Joining me today is Shakilla Singh, Vans Sales Executive at Cargo Motors. Shakilla and I have known each other for quite some time. She was one of the nominees for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards in 2020, I think it was, and it was an amazing experience to actually get to know her thereafter, and I think we've grown a very special, strong bond. She's one of the ladies that's part of our Woman Talk network as well, where in this group we uplift and encourage and empower each other and share lots of stories, just to be the pillars of strength in each other's lives, in the motoring trade especially. Shakilla is passionate about her brand, her dealership and her customers. She has a profound understanding of people and is open-minded. She appreciates differences and diversity and respect divergent opinions. So she also possesses outstanding communicators, which allows her to listen with intent, to genuinely understand the situation, make a thorough evaluation and advise a credible solution. So let's welcome Shakilla, and as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions. Hello Shakilla.
Hello there.
It's such an honor, privilege, and pleasure to be interviewing someone that I've actually grown a relationship with and a bond with. So usually I sit here and I take about 30 minutes before we actually go on air, and I talk about myself and I get to know the person I'm interviewing. But I know you already. I know your heart. I know your soul. I think we've been through some terrible 2019 till now, terrible times, COVID and everything together. So I just want to thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing. So thank you, Mercedes, for giving her to me for some hours of your day. Thank you for this, Shakilla.
Thank you for the opportunity, Desh.
You're welcome. So tell our viewers about your journey in motoring. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time. It started way back when I was a little girl, driving with Dad on those Saturday and Sunday rides, and looking at these huge trucks and that on the road, and telling myself back then, I will one day be part of this journey. And then it grew from there. I was fortunate enough in early 2000s to be offered an opportunity of being a PA to a used car dealership manager. I was, from there on, he gave me the opportunity of doing sales for his dealership, which I then, without any experience in that, I managed to get in and did incredibly well with that. Forged absolutely awesome alliances with customers and different people along the way. I was fortunate enough to be afforded another opportunity to gain me into the corporate industry, whereby I joined in 2005, and I've been with 3 major brands since then. Starting with Iveco, I started with them down in KZN. It was an absolutely awesome journey, my journey really into the corporate world, and I've absolutely enjoyed every little bit of it. And being in the heavy commercial industry was initially a challenge, but I overcame all of the obstacles and eventually got to where I am right now. And it is an absolutely awesome space. I would encourage anybody to do it. And from there on, the big city, the Golden City, called me, so I had my calling then. I moved up to Gauteng in 2011. I joined VW for a few years and then came home to Mercedes-Benz. I've been there since then. This
is your home?
This is my home now. So I've been here since then. The commercial side has been my core industry. I loved every bit of it, and right now I think I'm riding the crest of the wave of the taxi industry, so to speak. It is, I think right now, the main industry in the country, whereby the taxi industry literally moves the nation.
Yes.
And I'm absolutely proud and excited to be part of that. Wholeheartedly with the guys, and it's absolutely awesome.
Oh,
so yes.
that sounds like a very colorful, long.
It is,
but enjoyable journey. No, absolutely. I was not going to interrupt you because I think every component of the journey brought you to where you are, and one of the reasons I actually. When you called me, it was not even for something related to motoring. We were talking flowers for one of our major prayers, and I was offering flowers from my house because I had a whole lot of marigolds growing. So I knew we had this big event coming up, and I just offered it to anyone that needed it because marigolds were expensive at the time. And I'm like, I got free marigolds. Now I'm the marigold auntie. So that's how we met. But also what attracted me to you was the fact that I started my journey in motoring in commercial. So I actually started with Volvo. I started with BMW, but it was a short stint. And then I moved to Volvo truck, and I just was in trucks ever since. So I was like, yay, there's another female in the commercial or the commercial side of the industry, and we'd love to venture into more commercial, and I know that we're gonna have an amazing woman to join us and maybe expand the conversation in terms of commercial, because women are starting. I have a few women from Soweto that actually want to start their own businesses, and they don't know what vehicles to buy. And look, I can advise about passenger, but I can't about commercial. So it would be great to get Alicia on board and just spread the knowledge in terms of guiding these ladies along. Absolutely. It will be great.
Absolutely.
So tell us what's your opinion about, you've been part of this movement, part of the WhatsApp groups. We're in the same WhatsApp group. Yes. So it's been great for us. But tell us more about how you feel being involved, how you feel about our initiatives.
I think it's an absolutely awesome initiative where women are recognized for their great achievements, for being in the industry. I, for one, have been a nominee 2 years ago. It was an absolutely awesome experience. Thank you, Desh, for that. And going forward, obviously, with the new ladies that are joining and that will be nominated going forward, we wish them all the best.
Yes.
And
they're winners already.
Absolutely. Just being a nominee is a winner already.
Yes.
And we wish them all the best, and we know that we're going to be out there on the face everywhere.
Aww. And why do you think women do well in the motoring trade? Normally I'll say, why do you think women will do well? They're already doing well.
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Okay. I think it's our perseverance to be able to start something and finish it.
Yeah.
And I think that, for me, in a nutshell, is the essence of a woman. You have to conclude what you started. And I know, first and foremost, I do that all the time. And with my colleagues, especially the ladies, all of us have this feeling that you have to complete what you started. Don't leave anything incomplete. And I think that's why we will go absolutely really far within our industry. So
now, Shakilla, obviously I'm not going to discuss your personal life here, but wow, you have been through everything, and your story is so empowering, which, like I said, unfortunately we can't discuss, but I know what you've been through personally, and you have come tops in terms of, you've come out on top. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. You're my inspiration. What inspires you? You're a survivor, by the way.
Okay.
Survivor.
2 things. My drive for my work, my passion for my work, and my children.
I knew you were going to say that.
My children.
Well, by the way, your son is 34 years old. Yes. Yeah, it's almost my age. So.
Yeah. So they are my inspiration, really.
Are we going to do the Indian thing now and cry? I can see you tearing up.
I'm almost there, but I won't do that. So yeah, I mean, they've really come out on top in their life, despite the challenges that we've been through. They've all achieved everything in their lives, and being a single parent to them at that particular time, ensured that they got the one thing that nobody could take away from them, and that was their intelligence, their knowledge. And they're all professionals today. I'm happy to say that I'm a proud mom, and that's
how do you deal with a bad day, Shakilla? I'm asking you this question because you'll teach us like amateurs in business how to do it.
So this is the way I deal with a rough day. I get into my car, wind down all the windows, open my sunroof, my music's loud, and I get onto the freeway. So that's me.
Like a true Indian chick, eh?
There we go. so and my music's a bit loud, but not pumping really. But yeah, just to get out there, get the feel of air, and be one with nature, and rubber on the road, and there I go. And I'm all settled again.
In your Mercedes Benz.
In my Mercedes Benz.
Tell me, how do you measure success, Shakilla?
Okay, I don't measure it by a title.
Yeah.
I measure it by what I've achieved, by who I am, and by how I'm recognized by my people. And when I say my people, my client base, my suppliers, my colleagues, my friends. That's my success rate.
I want to just read the saying, if you think you're big, you become small.
I agree with that.
If you know you are nothing, you become unlimited.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of being a human being. And it's so important. I used to say, like, when I got this platform sponsored and this recognition from Nedbank to say, Dish, we're behind you. I'm like, I've arrived. And then I realized, no shucks, I haven't arrived. Now I have more work to do. Because as the moment you say that, the moment you say I've arrived, you stop your learning process.
Correct.
So having said that, in light of what you said just now, it's so important in terms of knowledge as well, in educating your kids. Who's the most interesting person you've ever met?
Okay.
Me.
Of course, one of them. Okay, I have not personally met her, Marsha Mayaba. The most awesome person.
Can I just say something? Marsh, you're doing it again. you should sit here, Marsha Mayaba.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I've seen her from afar. I've not really met her, but she's the most inspiring woman I've ever met. And she's a lot of what she's done. I'm trying to get there. I hope I'll get there one day. But Marsha, thank you so much for being my inspiration.
She's watching. I think she watches all my episodes because 70% of the episodes, the woman I'm mentioning, Marsha Mayaba, makes me a bit jealous. No, I'm just joking. I love you, Marsh, but yes, she's part of our.
Yes, she's part of our network, part of our group.
Yeah, we're in the same WhatsApp group.
Absolutely.
So what's something you're really proud of and why?
Okay, it's actually my association with the taxi industry. I'm really, really passionate about that. Really, really passionate. On the ground with the industry the whole time. We are really actively involved in absolutely every part that they open up for us to be involved in. From the women's desk, where there's lots and lots of parts of the women's desk that deal with gender-based violence, which to us is quite important. We get in touch with the ladies from there. We try and help as much as possible. We join them for all of their functions. That is
so absolutely amazing. Sorry to interrupt you. I don't often get to say this on my show, and having the blessing from an Indian woman sitting right next to me, I'm going to say it. This is my core and my fundamental of everything that I do. I am not just a GBV, gender-based violence victim, but I'm a gang rape victim and I'm a suicide victim. Actually, no, let me just take that back. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor of all three of that. And so it would be so amazing to collaborate in terms of what I do here and what you do there in the taxi association, to just open more networks and opportunity to get to more people.
Absolutely, absolutely, that we can do. We do that literally almost on a daily basis.
That's amazing.
So yeah,
God has amazing ways to bring all of this together. It's
Absolutely.
like literally sits there and orchestrates everything for us. Any advice to the young girls that might be watching this right now in terms of joining our industry?
Absolutely. You know the proverbial saying, the sky's the limit. I would say just put your feet on the ground, reach as high as you can, and strive for absolutely everything. It is hard work. Nothing comes easy, but it's the most rewarding, fulfilling industry ever. And that proverbial saying of, once that the motor bug has bitten you, you'll never ever leave the industry. So I am the example of that, where I can tell you that I've literally planted my feet on the ground. I've reached up there and I've achieved everything that I have today. So, and you guys can do that. Everybody can. Just hard work and perseverance gets you everywhere.
I love that. I love that. Well done, Shakilla. And thank you. Thank you for this, for standing in solidarity with me. Thank you for being a big sister to me for the longest time now, for a long time. All started with marigolds, which is actually very extremely significant in the prayers that we do for that particular prayer. So we've had the foundation of God in our relationship, and I thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for
joining
us.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for having me. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. And now I'm going to end this interview with a quotation. I'm going to sound a bit intelligent, but I'm actually reading it. The only thing that stands between you and your well-being is a simple fact that you have allowed your thoughts and your emotions to take instruction from the outside rather than the inside. And that is a quote by Satguru, one of my gurus, and I think having you here have definitely not initiated but encouraged me to have this quote read out. So I think it is isn't it so beautiful? So yeah, thank you for that, and just like you said, you need to be yourself, be strong, be courageous, be resilient, be tenacious, be all of that, and you will reach your dreams, because no, the sky is not the limit. You said the sky, no, there's no limit. There's no limit. Thank you so much, viewers. Thank you for watching and commenting and sharing our interviews and our content. Our non-profit companies, the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, which is powered by MFC and Evo by Nedbank, and the Talk Studios, powered by Sariti Solutions, are aimed at recognizing and celebrating the women of motoring South Africa. We are not just telling stories, we are changing lives. Together, we aim to empower and uplift the women of our trade. For those of you that are searching for your new ride, please visit www.otto.evo.africa. We have thousands of vehicles on sale for you to choose from, and we only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This car listing portal is incredibly user-friendly, and you can also find vehicle reviews and car maintenance tips and advice, all courtesy of Talk the Talk Studios.